Hiya, honeys. Welcome back to my spooky little corner. For those that don't know me, I am Lady Mylita, and I bid you welcome. You know, I've only filmed a couple videos in the new place, and I've already broke my bat lights. So we're just going to have these little bat stickers up for now, and hopefully the bat lights will return at some point. I can't believe I broke them. Anywho, today we are going to be diving into the Try Beauty box from June 2021. Yes, June 2021. I know it's pretty late, but the August one is coming, so I did want to review this one. I know I missed the April one, but this is like the only beauty box that I subscribe to, so I just kind of wanted to do this beforehand. So for those of you that don't know Try Beauty box, here is their webpage. I will put that down in the links below so you can go and check it out. It is a bi-monthly subscription, so you get it 6 times a year. They have 3 different payment plans. You can do every other month for $3.99 American per box, or you can prepay for $3 a month, or you can do what I do and I pay for the whole year. I just do 6 months at a time, and usually with exchange rate and stuff, it's a little over $300 for the year. They usually have something for, they do like skincare products. They do, there's almost always an eyeshadow palette, but each box is a little different. There usually is a couple things that you can pick from, although this one coming up, there was nothing you could pick from. It was the standard box for everybody, which I'm more than fine with as well. So yeah, that is the box. So let's dive into June's. I'm sure lots of people have already seen the box already, with other YouTubers who have already done it. But, so, what I love about these boxes is each of them come with a little card. I'm gonna have to take out stuff. So, it comes with your little card in it that shows off, you know, all the stuff that you get. It shows the price and what have you. So we'll go through the Junes and we'll talk about everything we got. So the first thing is our Luxie Glimmer Set brushes. They are quite something. I love the handle on them too, and they're all like covered in plastic. So let's open this right up because we'll use these today for the look. Okay, so let's get them out of here so we can have a boo at them. And now they've given me Luxie brushes before in different boxes. They are very fluffy, very soft. I'm loving these handles because I love orange. So these are just gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. So we will definitely be using these today. Take them all out though. But yes, they're very nice, very soft. They got a good weight to them. The other Luxie brushes I've gotten in previous boxes I've really enjoyed. So yeah, can't wait to use these. Let's just read what it says. This set was inspired by rose quartz and the healing qualities and properties that come from the Earth's natural creation. It was created using the latest generation of synthetic tapered heads to provide extraordinary performance and make this new set indispensable to all makeup enthusiasts. And it is $80 American for that set. So I'm just going to go online here and let's find out. So we're going, so it says 80. Figured it'd just be cool so we could kind of see the difference. Go. So that set's about $100 Canadian. Just those brushes alone are worth your whole Tribe box. And of course you get other stuff too. It's not just those brushes. They usually give you about 5 items. So okay, so the next one, and even though it's all in a bag, it is all very well wrapped. Just like you can tell, bubble wrapped, everything's wrapped. Okay, so the next set, this is from Spoiled Cosmetics, and this is the Day Trip palette. They also had the Romantic Getaway palette. It was in purpley pink tones, and lately I just find I have so many purpley and pink tone palettes. I'm just like, I need something a little different. So I went with more of an orange tone, hence my shirt, and orange is a favorite color of mine. So I will say this feels extremely cheap. So we'll have to wait and see how the eyeshadows perform. The eyeshadows, don't even have names. Oh, I just hit that orange. They just had numbers on a plastic sheet. So that's not really cool. But here, and I hit the orange already. So there's the palette. Yes, heavy on the orangey yellow tones. There are some neutrally browns, and the shimmers aren't very wowy. But there's a nice matte white, which I do like for inner corner highlight and for brow highlight. So we'll see how that one works. So we're definitely using this palette today, along with the brushes. So that Spoiled Cosmetic palette was $24 American, which works out to be about $30 Canadian. But yeah, Spoiled Cosmetics. That packaging feels pretty cheap. I feel like I could grab something similar from the dollar store, but hopefully the quality is there, because that's more what I'm worried about. I don't really care about packaging so much. So the third thing were two different things you could choose from. The one was an Estee Lauder Modern Muse Rollerball scent, which was 26 American. So that probably would have worked out to be about $32.50 for that. So what it says about that. Oh, I guess I should read what it said about the cosmetics. Let's go back quick and I'll read that. These palettes are perfect for monochromatic looks for day-to-day looks and vacation. They include 9 highly pigmented shades, including 7 mattes and 2 super shine shimmers. Okay, so that's the palettes. Sorry about that. So the Estee Lauder Modern Muse Roller is a floral woody musk fragrance. Top note is mandarin orange. Middle notes are jasmine sambac, Chinese jasmine, lily honeysuckle, flower petals, and tuberose. And the base notes are musk, woody notes, patchouli, patchouli leaf, amber, and Madagascar vanilla. So I didn't choose the scent. I find scents are something like I really want to go and smell myself and really choose. I don't think I want a scent like a perfume within a beauty package. So their second one was Roots Natural Potential Potent Sea Serum. Now, I don't know what happened because that's not what I got. I don't know if other people got what they were supposed to, but I did not get that. But I'm okay with that because I got this beautiful Nebula oil from Earth Harbor, and I did receive a Earth Harbor oil from them in another box, so I wasn't completely upset about that. This is the Aptogen Clarity Ampule, and it's got sea lavender and ginseng in it. So I'm just going to open the box and show you. Actually, I get a lot of oils from them, and I don't mind. I love the bottles. It's not purple. It's the glass. It's purple. But this is something cool about this one. So I'm just going to read the back of the pack for you. The answer to finding peaceful energy and the light within your skin is written in the stars. A potent clarifying treatment plus a gentle glow enhancing elixir. Nebula is fast absorbing formula that helps distressed skin prone to acne, blemishes, and excessive oil. As an oily girl, I was like, I prefer this over the vitamin C, to be honest. Her advanced blend of concentrates, adaptogens, antioxidants, and skin-nourishing botanicals smooths chaotic flare-ups, clears congested pores, and restores vibrancy. I'm all over this. So I'm very excited that I got this one actually over the vitamin C one. But again, I don't know the price of it because it's not on the card, unfortunately. They have the vitamin C oil on here, but it was $52 American. And I'm assuming they would try and pick something of similar value. And 52 American is about 65 Canadian. So that's a pretty expensive little oil. Even if it isn't exactly the same price, that's still a really good oil. So the next on the list is Ofra's Universal Eyebrow Pencil. So here it is. It's just like a wooden pencil for sharpening, what have you. So this is Love a Natural Brow. This pencil is universally flattering on all brow tones. This pencil is made from synthetic beeswax, so it easily glides onto your brows to create a smooth, long-lasting shape. I am not really good with an eyebrow pencil. I'm not going to lie, my darklings, but I'm going to try this out today. So if I look absolutely ridiculous, you know why. And the Ofra eyebrow pencil is 13 American, which works out to be about 16.30 Canadian. And the last thing in our Try Beauty box for the month of June is the Karma Company Birthday Cake Lip Scrub. It is $20 American, which works out to be about $25 Canadian. I like a good lip scrub. I do have the Jeffree Star Cosmetics lip scrub as well in Blueberry Pie. So it's cute little packaging though with the, and then it's just like a little, it feels like glass too. Oh, and it is sealed, which is nice. We'll just pop this open and give it a smell. Yeah, it smells just like vanilla frosting. So obviously I'm not going to use that right now, but I'm going to put this in my like skincare bag with the other ones I have, and we'll have to use that at another time. So that's it for the June Tribe beauty box. Lots of good stuff. Not so much cosmetic stuff this time, but usually they usually give lipsticks, but I'm okay with not getting a lipstick for a change. That's okay. I rather get a nice oil or a really good brush set. That's something that I will use a lot. So yeah, we're gonna try out that makeup, see how it goes on, and I'll be back in just a second. Okay, my lovelies, I got my eyes all primed and ready to go. Normally I would zoom you in right now, but I am still getting used to my setup. I don't know if you guys watched my last video, but I have moved, and I've gone from a full 5-bedroom house to a 2-bedroom apartment. Before, I filmed in a whole separate room that was kind of shut off from the house. Now I am in a corner in my bedroom, so it might be a lot noisier. You may hear my pets or the lordling or Mama Mylita. So just be patient with me. I'm still working out some kinks with the setup. But again, like I said before, if you like it, if you think I have some changes, and I want to hear from you guys. So just boop, 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 go down below, okay? Let me know. Okay, so Spoiled Cosmetics, the Day Trip palette. That's what it's called, right? Yeah, Day Trip. Day Trip. So really, I'm just going to be hitting some of these yellowy oranges. I think this white and probably the shimmers on the lid. We'll do a half cut crease because that's what your girl always does. So let's see. Let's start with a fluffy brush. I think we'll start with this. This is one of the Nikita Dragun and Morphe collabs. This is N3. She's just a nice fluffy. And I think what I'm going to start with this kind of yellowy orange. And I'm going to throw that in the crease of my eye. Comes off the brush nice. Let's see how it goes on the eye. Okay. There's definitely pigment there. Yay, we like pigment. Okay, let's do the other eye. That is actually a really nice, vibrant, like yellowy orange. For one dip into the pan, and to get that much pigment, that's not something I'm going to complain about. That was a pleasant start. So let's try one of the new brushes. I don't think they have like names or anything. I think actually there was names on the back of the box. So I don't think they have numbers on them though. Or they do. Aha! So this is 205. 205 is a tapered blending brush. Okay. So I think I'm going to take, there was some kickback in that, this lighter shade here. It's like almost like more of a yellow. And I'm just going to take it and blend up here. Kind of blend this out. I know most ones I have seen like reviews of this Try Beauty box for June. I find a lot of people have grabbed the purples. So I'm hoping you guys like seeing the yellows and oranges too. I just have so much pink lately. I feel like everybody's releasing pink and purple palettes. Speaking of which, Jeffree Star Cosmetics released their newest palette, and it is called Pink Religion. And I know everybody despises Jeffree Star, but man, that palette's sweet. If you haven't gone and looked it up, you should totally look it up. It's quite pretty. Then I'm just going to take the one that had that lighter orange, and we're just going to darken it up. Make sure it's still kind of visible. Okay. And I'm not going to add any extra product. I just want to make sure this top is blended really nicely. So we're just going to take it as is, no extra product, and just kind of swirl those two shades together. That turned out pretty cute. Might put a touch more of that yellow, just a touch. Just add more. Go nice and up high. Okay. Just have a boo. Oh, I quite like that, and it's blended quite nicely. Okay, I forgot to tell you my my eye primer today is e.l.f. Cosmetics eye primer in the shade Sheer, just so everybody knows. So for the next one, I'm going to use that dark orange down here. This is just this is an e.l.f. brush, was out of their Mint Melt collection, and she's just a nice, very dense, kind of smaller brush. So I'm going to go into that darker orange, the darkest orange in the palette, and she's dark. And I'm just going to start here and blend it up into there. I'm going to kind of keep it mainly in this bottom corner, I think. I might drag some up into the crease just to kind of connect it. And we'll do this side too. This orange is very nice and pigmented. But I am having to hit the pan a couple times, more so with this one than the lighter shades. But that's okay, like, I don't mind that. Okay. And then I think, like I said, I'm just gonna very lightly kind of tap it along the crease here. It looks kind of funny, but once I cut the crease, it'll look better. But I just want to make sure I have this orange kind of added through the crease so you see it a bit more. Then what I'm going to do is take the Fluffy again and get that like almost cheesy poof like orange. Cheesy poof orange. That's funny. And just kind of does look like cheese dust, right? Like Cheetos. Not that I'm complaining. I totally love Cheetos. But it does kind of look like Cheetos does. And then like flaming Cheetos here. Anyways. I digress, Darklings. I digress. Okay. I'm quite happy with that. I think that looks really good. I'm quite impressed so far. The colors are blending very, very nicely. Always a bonus. Okay, so now I'm going to cut the crease, and I'm just using like a little kind of half brush. This is a Morphe brush, and there's no number on it. So it's out of their, it's out of one of their collections. Anyways, I forgot to grab like another, I could use the e.l.f. one, but I don't really want to use that one. So I'm just going to use my concealer for today. Today it's the Maybelline New York Fit Me Concealer in number 10 Fair. So I'm just going to throw some of that on my hand. And we'll just kind of use that. I find these like smaller kind of half moon brushes work really good for cutting creases too. Because they're kind of round, so they naturally kind of follow your eye shape, which is kind of nice. I think I went a little high on the one side, but you know what? As I say, loves, it's makeup. Makeup's supposed to be fun. Stop taking it so serious. Okay, so that's it. Pretty much cut. Not perfect, obviously, but nothing in life is perfect, my loves. Remember that. Nothing in life. Okie dokie. So there's really the only two shimmers. So there's this one and this one. I think I'm just going to mainly use this one all over the lid, and then we'll mix it with some of the dark orange. So this one right here, and then this one I can use as an inner corner highlight, hopefully. So I'm just going to take my brush, and I'm going to spray it with some setting spray. This is the Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist from e.l.f. Cosmetics. And I like it because it's a pump, and it just, I find it dampens the brush a little nicer. So yeah, we'll just do that. All right, here we go. Let's see what this looks like. It looks pretty glittery, which of course I don't mind on a cut crease. She's pretty chunky. Like, she's coming off chunky. Like, but she is sticking to the eyes, which is nice. So I'll just kind of do that. See, like, she's very chunky, but she's sticking onto the concealer on my eyes quite well, and like, not coming off. Okay, so there's that shimmer laid down. It goes on really well. It's very chunky on the brush, but it's not leaving a lot of product on the brush. So, of course, I am happy about that. Now I'm just going to take the dark orange shade with my brush here that already has that color on it. There we go. And I'm just going to kind of bring it into the glitter a bit here, just to kind of blend it in a bit. Just like that. It just kind of helps blend it a bit. And I think usually what I'll do is I'll take one of the lighter colors that I have and just kind of go along this upper edge, just to make sure those shades are still showing. You don't want to put on a lot because you already have a lot on your eyes, but it doesn't hurt. Just to give that extra sweep. And I might even just go in a bit with this orange too, because I'd like to see a bit of that up there. Not a lot, just a touch. Okay, I'm quite happy with that look right now. So I'm just going to go off camera and do my concealer, foundation, and primer. Oh my gosh, you can tell it's been a while, eh, darklings? Off camera, and I will be right back. Okay, my darklings, here we are so far with our look. So for today, for foundation, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in shade 105, which is Fair Ivory. And then I'm using the same Maybelline concealer that we used earlier. It is the Fit Me 10 Fair. And then for finishing powder, we are using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose finishing powder, and it is in shade 15 Light. One thing I will say about this one in particular is I find it oxidizes. It really does change the shade of my skin. So I only like to use it if I'm wanting to look a little more bronzy or tanned. Just for that one, I usually prefer like a translucent or a rose because I have a lot of pink in my skin. So sometimes I find this one almost makes me too yellowy. So that's why I like to use it with like oranges and what have you. So we're using that today. And I did use the new brush for the powder. It looks good, right? I think it looks good. Okay. And then for blush, I'm using the Too Faced Peach My Cheeks in Ginger Peach. I don't even know if this is available anymore. And like mine's kind of busted up, as you can tell. But she's a cream blush. And I used the brush on that. And as you can see, it really picked up the pigment well. And I always put it on and then I put my powder on first because I'm so afraid with like the cream or putty type products that it will move my foundation, because that is very, very common. So I always put it on before I put on my powder. So I have it on pretty heavily, and that's how you can tell the powder kind of changes my tone. But I'm okay with that, at least for this look. And then because we're looking a little more orangey today because of the foundation, because of the powder and the blush and what have you. So I thought I'm going to do some highlight today. So I always use Hoola Light by Benefit Cosmetics. This is the only highlight I tend to use on a regular, as you can tell, because there's a hole in it. I will eventually have to pick up a new one. And I did use the brush for that too. So I've used all three big brushes. They all worked pretty fantastic. So quite pleased with the brushes. I do have one left. I know it's an eyeshadow one, but I'll use that one for highlight. So that way I've used all 5 brushes. I think we're going to work on our eyebrows now. So again, we're going to use our Ofra Eyebrow Universal Pencil. I'm just going to take my mirror here. And again, I apologize. I am not the greatest with a brow pencil. This is why I like the pomade. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do kind of light flecks to kind of fill in any gaps. Again, darklings, this is not my forte. The pencil feels a little hard. It doesn't feel like it's coming off quite well. I don't know. But for any of you who are new with me, hi, I hope you like it here. You're going to know that I don't do anything with my eyebrows. I don't pluck them. I don't wax. I don't tint. These are just my brows. So I just kind of work with whatever I have. So I don't know. Just never been a brow girl, I guess. It's just something I've never really worried about. I have fairly nice natural brows. They aren't overly bushy. They aren't overly hairy. You know, don't get me wrong. I have plucked them in the past. Not gonna lie. But not my favorite thing to do. And I don't feel like I need to. I don't really like a lot of the brow looks these days. Like this brushed up bushy thing. Not feeling it. So that's that. I don't know how great that looks, to be honest, but we're going to go with it. I'm just going to take a little spoolie brush. This is an e.l.f. one, and I'm just going to give it a brush in, make sure all the pigment is kind of even, because I hate that. I don't think that looks too bad. But again, this is why I like the pomade, because I just find it goes on a little effortlessly and doesn't make it so difficult to use. And then, of course, you guys know I like my brow gel. I love my brow gel. So today I'm going to use the e.l.f. Cosmetics Wow Brow in shade medium brown. And I really like this one. I find I have this one and I have a Charlotte Tilbury one that I use predominantly. I find this one just a touch darker. So, and again, I'm just going to use that spoolie just to even it out, make sure my brows are laying properly. And there are the brows all done. I don't think that brow pencil did too bad, but again, I find the pomade easier for myself. It's really down to preference, but it's kind of nice to have like an actual eyebrow pencil in my collection because right now, until now, I didn't. So that's really nice. But yeah, so that worked well. I'm just going to finish up my eyes, do my inner corner. And I just have this little tapered brush. Is there a number or anything on it? There is not. So she's just a kind of like tiny little pencil brush. And I'm going to take the white. See how this looks. And I'm just going to put it under my brow here. Not bad. I find white's one of the hardest to get like good pigment out of. Like even this one isn't the greatest, but she's still at least showing up. You can see it. Personally, the best white eyeshadow is made by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. It is called Glucose and it is in the Blood Sugar palette. Can't beat that white. And then I'm just gonna pop some in here. I might put some shimmer on it. I don't know. I might just leave the white. I kind of dig that. Blow it out a bit. I quite like that. Just plain white. And because this glitter is so extra, I don't think you really need that extra pop of glitter in your inner corner like that. Like, that's pretty outstanding. Okay, my lovelies, I'm just going to go off camera, finish up my look with some lipstick and highlight, and finish up these eyes, and I will be right back. Okay, my lovelies, here is our finished look for today. What do we think? So, to finish off, I actually forgot to tell you what primer I was using today. Today I'm using the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer. I like this one, I would say, more than their putty primer. It's a sticky substance, which I find my foundation kind of sticks more to. The only issue I have with this is it smells like watermelon. And I know lots of you lovelies love watermelon, but this one can't stand it. It kind of makes her tummy turn. So that's my only complaint about this, but this is a fantastic primer. So for eyeliner today, I am using Glamlite Calligraphy Pen. It's a very good, very black eyeliner. I do love it. I love doing dramatic looks with this liner. For mascara today, I am using Milk Makeup's Kush Mascara, and it's the waterproof version in black. For highlight today, we're using Laura Geller's Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator in the shade Diamond Dust. This is quickly becoming a favorite of mine, and this actually came out of the Try Beauty Box April edition. So I thought I would include it because it is just like, it's perfect for us pale beauties. It's got that nice bluey pink undertone to it. It is stunning. And for lippies today, I am using one of my e.l.f. Retro Paradise lip pencils. Unfortunately, they don't show like a color or anything on it, but it's like, she's a nice kind of neutrally nude, not too dark shade. And for lipstick, I wanted something a little more on the yellowy kind of orangey brown. So I went with Alter Ego's liquid lipstick in the shade Intrigue. I think that ties in nicely. It's not like, it's more of a warmer tone brown. So I thought that looked good. And to finish off, I used the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray to lock and load us, girl. And there you have it, my darklings. That is the June Try Beauty Box. And yeah, I'm actually quite surprised. I'm going to talk about the products I did use today. I did use all 5 brushes on my face. So I used that for my eyeshadow. I used that for my bronze, my contour. I used this one. I know it's an eyeshadow brush, but I did use it for highlight because they work well for that. And then I used this for my cream blush and that for my finishing powder. So I did sample all the brushes. They are beautiful. They are soft. They hold pigment. As you can see, that still looks like orange Cheeto dust. And like, look at this one. I really went to town in the cream products. Some brushes I find aren't dense enough to pick up cream products, so that was really nice to see. I usually use Kabuki brushes because they're kind of short and stock and they go in more. So yeah, all the brushes worked really well. The Ofra eyebrow pencil in the universal shade, I think it turned out okay. What do you guys think? I'm first time really using an eyebrow pencil. I generally use my pomades, so I think it turned out good. I don't think my brows look crazy scary. Do they look crazy scary? And last thing we used, the Spoils Cosmetics Day Trip palette. There we go, so you guys can have a better look at it. That red might be nice to pair up at some point too. But I think we really pulled out a stellar look with this. They blended very effortlessly. They were very pigmented. I really like this eye look. It feels like kids makeup, but it definitely doesn't go on like kids makeup. So yay, I'm very happy to add this to my collection. As for the oil and lip scrub, well, I'll have to let you know how those go. I'm sure they'll be great. All the oil products I've gotten from Try Beauty Box have been just fantastic. Again, so I will link Try Beauty Box down below if you are interested in getting the subscription yourself. Again, it is $39.99 American, which is almost about $49 Canadian. Again, they do have 2 bundles. One where you can purchase 3 boxes at once, which is half a year, or the other one is 6 boxes, and that is a full year. Again, it's slightly over $300 for me Canadian. I don't know off the top of my head, but it's approximately that. They do give you a discount if you get the bigger bundles, packages, and that way you know you're going to get your box every month and not have to worry about it quite as much. Okay, my lovelies, that's all I have for today. You know where to find me. I am on Instagram and Facebook under Lady Mylita. And on Mondays, we talk about monsters. And you guys get to enjoy my rambling on about a certain critter while I do my makeup. So if you like monsters and makeup, come on, check me out on Mondays. Stay safe, my lovelies. Goodbye, my darklings.